guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chanel and I'm a full specialist esthetician. Now I wanted to go over my experience with Aveda Institute. By no means this is any bash. This was just simply my experience with the school. So I decided to go ahead and write down 10 questions / some facts that I found helpful. I feel like I just wanted to share it with you guys. So let's just go right into it. For one, I put down how much was Aveda Institute, and that was an estimate of 10 grand. Number two, how long did the program take? I decided to do full-time, so it took me 6 months. It was Monday to Friday, and it was from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, that was a commute for me because at the time I was living in Kissimmee and the school's in Orlando. So it took me about an hour to get to school. So imagine I had to get ready and then leave the house. And that was very difficult because at the time I was a mom of one. My daughter was not even 6 months old at the time. So yeah, it was a big sacrifice that I was willing to take. Now, as a full specialist, state of Florida, we need a total of 600 hours. I just want to emphasize, please don't miss school. You don't want to end up being like me, that just like anyone else, whether it's work, whether it's school, whether it's any kind of commitment, you have those days where you're just feeling like you don't want to be there. Like you don't want to be there, and you start cutting and here and there. And then at the end, you're stuck. You're stuck, and now you have to stay longer. You have to make sure you have those 600 hours because you cannot graduate without having those 600 hours. So just a little tip, don't miss school. Please don't miss school. Just like a job. So when you go into school, you wanna go ahead and clock in. You're gonna clock out. Make sure that you document everything. Don't rely on the professors, and just make sure that you have everything logged. You wanna have security. Jump into number 3, which is the syllabus. Now, when you go into Aveda, you have to do an interview. So with that same question, number 3, at the end of your program, you would end up having to pay out of pocket for additional courses, since Aveda doesn't approve of a lot of different techniques and very, very natural. Once again, like we used our hands. Big thing, we always used our hands. Now, if we had a cut or something, then we were wearing gloves. But other than that, they really believed in just touch. So if that's not your thing, then this school is not for you. We're gonna go ahead and move into number 5. The last question was number 4. Activities out of school. We did do volunteer work, which I really loved. We went to the Florida hospital. We were able to do massage, mini facials, and we did manicure, pedicure for high-risk pregnant women. And we also did the same with high-risk children that were going through chemo or some kind of condition that they were in the hospital for a long period of time. So we spent time with both, which was really, really nice. I really loved that. Number 6 is average size class, and was there any one-on-one time? Now, the average class was, I want to say it was 23, because we did have classmates coming in and out. So meaning it maybe wasn't for them and they decided to leave, or we had people coming in because there wasn't enough for another program. So they had to join us. That actually did happen. And as far as one-on-one time, there wasn't that much one-on-one time, but there were professors who were okay with us staying afterwards if we have like any additional questions. We were very well connected as far as an app, so we were able to go ahead and send messages if we had any questions like that, and they were very responsive, which I really like that. But as far as like real one-on-one time, no, we did not have that. And now we're gonna jump into number 7. How was the program? Overall, the program was very educational. I felt that it was kind of like what my fiance said. So meaning he said that I was just gonna go in there and you're just gonna go for your license and just connections. It did feel like that towards the end, and the professors were in and out. So we ended up having a few different professors, and I felt like that was a little bit disorganized, that I didn't really like that too much at all, because it felt like starting over in a way. And also what I did really like, actually, on the bright side, was the school was half lecture and then half actual clients. So we did have a book. We did have clients back to back. So there were times that you had to make sure that your rooms are clean, on point, as soon as you're done with someone, because you had someone right after. Like you had maybe like a small window, because they just pop up on your books. You don't even know. So you have to make sure that you're working really well with your team and they're helping you out and you're helping them, vice versa. This way everything just runs smoothly. Well, number 8 is, will they guarantee a job after? I want to say yes and no. In our break room, they always had flyers on the wall to kind of guide you in the direction where there were openings, which I really like that. And they also had a fair once or twice in the year. It really depends on when you enrolled, because sometimes you would miss it, just like we did. Like we missed one job fair. But it really is just like the real world. If you want that job, you're gonna go get that job. If you are just gonna sit around, then you're gonna sit around. Like, you can't depend on someone else. If you're going to school for something, you're going for this, and you're working your ass off, then you need to do the work. You need to look for work. You need to put in that effort. So yeah. Number 9, you get to meet other people in class, meaning diverse careers. I loved the fact that although we were all trying to get this esthetician license, because it is full specialist, meaning you'll have a license that you have, like, if you want to be a makeup artist, if you want to be a nail technician, if you want to run your own business, your spa, you have to have a license. Like, you don't want to be in the situation where you're just doing facials at your house and something goes wrong. They have a reaction. You didn't ask the right questions. Like, hey, do you have any of these allergic reactions? Did you use retinol in the last 6 months or something like that? Yeah, you're going to be in a situation where they're going to sue you big time. You don't want to just do facials and be like, I know skincare, I read this and I read that. You want to make sure that you're covered. Get that license. It's only going to take 6 months. You sacrifice it from Monday to Friday and get that license. Like I said, just keep yourself covered. Like, you can get in big time trouble. And yeah. So number 10, would I do it again? I'm half and half. I love the fact that I met these wonderful girls in my class. Like, we still keep in touch. Not so much now because of COVID, and you kind of start regretting it. Like, man, I wish I would have taken advantage and really like hung out with the girls. So hopefully that'll change soon, but I do still keep in touch. We have a group chat still, which I love to see them thriving and hearing their success. Like, I have them on social media, so I love seeing that they're thriving in their own spa. Like, they did it, or they made it. So that's amazing. I love you guys. And as far as being the other half, which is no, it was a lot of money. Like, 10 grand is a lot of money. Whether it's financial aid, whether it's out of pocket, it's a lot of money. And you notice that when you go out into the real world, you're starting over. Like, Aveda taught you one way. They taught you all natural products. You had to learn the products. You had to learn the techniques. Now, techniques will stay with you forever, but product knowledge is always going to change. You can go from one job to another, but they're not going to have the same products. You can open your own spa, but you're not going to use Aveda products. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. Maybe I'm just saying that. If it were up to me, I wish I would have done a little bit more research, seeing what else is more affordable out there, which I ended up finding out later that there was another school half the price. And I'm gonna explain in my next video, which is my experience at Ulta, why I say that. So definitely stay tuned, and this way I can give you some information of my experience as an esthetician working at Ulta. Now, if you haven't done so already, definitely subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell for further notifications on my newest videos, and definitely comment below. Like, let me know what other questions you may have or opinions. Like, let's talk about it, because I know a lot of people were very unhappy going to this school, but like I said, I was half and half personally, so definitely let me know. Maybe I can make a part 2. So definitely subscribe, hit that like, share it, do what you gotta do, and I'll see you guys next time.